All right. What's going on, folks? People, guys, girls, women, children, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. I'll say all the words. I think we can say all of them and include all of them, you know. But how's it going? First off, folks, it's a fantastic Saturday. I'm out here on the Ashley River. Put in once again at the new landing over here. What the hell's the name of the fucking landing? It's I don't know, Bacon's Bridge, Azalea, something State Park. I don't know. This is Flower Town State Park. What the fuck is the name of the goddamn landing? Anyway, doesn't matter. I put in once again at the new landing. I haven't done any recording from the new landing yet, and I'm sorry, I'm just kind of looking around, taking in the scenery, man. I don't want to miss the scenery while I'm talking to you people out there, folks. So yeah, the new park opened. I want to say, was it last weekend that it opened? The grand opening? I think it was. I didn't go to the grand opening. I figured it was going to be stupid crazy, and I'm just not into all that silliness anymore, you know. To have to be there to celebrate a grand opening of something, I don't know, it's a little silly. I mean, it could be just a place to be seen, or maybe you just want to really go be part of the festivities and be festive. Could be a little bit of both, but I think a lot of it is a who's who of whatever town it is that you are in. I'm sorry, folks, it's a little bit early for me. You know, normally I'm not even up at this time, really close to it, but probably just been up a few minutes, so I got up a little early so I could get out here and catch the the end of the high tide here on the river. This is a tidal river that I'm on, not like the Mississippi where it just continuously flowed one direction. Except, when Hurricane Ida came through there while we were on the river, it actually reversed. I had to duck some trees there. Actually reversed the flow of the river. Actually reversed the flow of the river for a little bit. And it's kind of interesting. We didn't get to partake in that, but I guess that's not the first time that's happened on the Mississippi. Happens quite a lot with the hurricanes. Come up from the Gulf there and just come up the river and just make things go haywire, you know. But like I was saying, this is a tidal river, so if I'm going to go upriver, I try and catch it an hour and a half or more below before the high tide actually hits and lands at the highest tide. That way I got a little bit of the river still rushing in. Then there's a little bit of what they call a slack tide, where the water is just kind of stagnant in between shifts, and then it'll shift back and start going back downriver again, going back out to sea eventually. Yeah, I'm kind of amazed at a lot of the debris that's in the water right now, but there was a pretty big storm 2 days ago that came through. Must have brushed a lot of stuff off the trees into the water. But just thought I'd check in with you guys, say hi, and see what's going on. I'll put my sunglasses on, actually. It's a little sunny out there. Not a cloud in the sky, actually. What's going on, guys? Well, tonight, I doubt I'll get this video up before tonight happens, but tonight I'll be going to the Paul Stone Project there at Accent on Wine, Whitehall. If you've never been there and you're here in town, obviously, if you're not here in town, you can't get there, but if you're here in town, get to Accent on Wine if you get a chance. Fantastic spot. Scotty Oliver and Jess Oliver, the owners down there. Thomas Altair behind the bar. And among others, it's a good time when you go down there. It's a fantastic time. They got great wines, they got great beer on draft and bottles and cans. They have live music, usually Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sometimes a pop up on a Monday and sometimes on a Wednesday. So who knows what days you might find some music down there, but definitely more than likely you're going to find something on Friday or Saturday. Sorry, I keep clearing my throat, but I've got a little bit of phlegm in the throat this morning. Not even sure if this is the right direction. I've come past the bridge there, you know, at the landing where I just put in, and I can't really recall. I want to say when I put in at the Oak Brook landing, from Oak Brook to that bridge, the Bacon's Bridge off of Bacon's Bridge Road, I want to say that's about 4 miles. So I think I've done a couple miles past that. You know, six miles out, 6 miles back, like a 12, 13 mile trip. Actually, I know I've done 13 because I recorded it one time that I did a, you know, half marathon. That was back before I hit the Mississippi while I was still training. So yeah, that's going on. Paul Stone project. Tomorrow there's going to be a house party of sorts at Mr. Fleming Moore's house. I'm trying to get more involved with Mr. Fleming Moore. He's becoming well known around town as an actor. He's always been well known around town as an asshole, and no, I'm just kidding, as a musician. And now he's getting into some acting. You know, Mr. Mercedes. He's been in Righteous Gemstones. He's got a new one coming out called what's it called? The Country Wedding, or the Redneck Wedding, or oh no, it's a funeral. It's not even a wedding. I think it's called The Country Funeral, maybe. I can't remember the name of it, but just go to his page, Fleming Moore, Moore, on either Facebook or on Instagram, and you can find out all the happenings of Mr. Moore. But yeah, there's going to be a house party there, celebrating the Flower Town Festival, which is in town right now, which I'm not partaking in because it's just, I've done it a million times and I don't really need to do it anymore. Oh, it's a nice little setup up there. Somebody's doing some camping up there. They've got a little fire pit station set up. Let's see. I was going to share it with you, but you know what? I don't really feel like it. But they built a little stand, a little section there for some firewood, and it looks like they've cut some firewood and they've got it all portioned out. Looks like a nice little clearing up there. We could really set up a nice tent and get the feel of this river, you know. I don't know what the rules are. I don't see any signs up that says no trespassing or no camping or any of that stuff like you sometimes see on various rivers, but definitely the Mississippi, you know, we saw plenty of those. It said, stay out, no trespassing, no fishing, no hunting, no nothing. And that was the funny thing, is you'd see a sign that would say no trespassing. And then below it, it would say no hunting, no fishing, no blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you just said no trespassing. What else do you need to say? If you can't trespass, obviously you can't hunt, you can't fish, you can't do any of those things. So we use, there's a lot of stuff we do where we use excessive words, and especially in signage and things like that. You know, I remember working at my old job, and I walked by the printer one day and it says broken, do not use. Well, I think the word broken pretty much says that it cannot be used. You don't need the excessive words. But I don't even know how this sounds out here today. It's not too windy back here in the swamp. I was afraid it was going to be a little too windy there at the landing. It was definitely picking up, but it was kind of a wide open landing, so understandable. I don't know how far I'm going today. Man, I'm all over the place. I was talking about what's going on, but I'm not sure how long I'll go. Richard came out here yesterday and he went about 1.5 miles out, I think he said. Like he's just kind of cruising, a little single paddle canoe. Big canoe, really. A lot longer than what. No, actually, he didn't come out in the canoe yesterday. He came out in the kayak. So pretty much the same thing that I'm in right here, 10 feet. How do you say that? It's 10 foot, right? It's not 10 feet. If it was 10 feet, feet means plural, right? So you don't have 10 of those pairs of feet. You have 10 foot. I don't know. That's probably not correct. My mom would say that's not correct, but it makes sense to me. You have 10 foots, so you got 10 of them. If you have 10 feet, now you got 20. Does that make any sense? Probably not. I don't know. Oh, it's getting nice back here. This is really going to tighten up back here in the back. When I put in at low tide or chasing low tide, then I'll go obviously downriver, and that's where it really starts to widen out before it goes out and hits the Atlantic. where it actually merges with, I think maybe the Wando and the Cooper River before it actually goes out into the Atlantic Ocean. But, ooh, nice little fish swirl right there. You never know if it's a fish or a gator out here, but I really, only one time when I've come up this far past the Bacon's Bridge Road there have I seen a gator out. Normally I don't see a lot going on high tide. It seems like low tide, you'll see them kind of hanging out on the low banks once the water goes out. So I doubt very seriously I'm going to see an alligator out here today, but you never know. It's a great possibility. Great possibility. What else is going on, guys? Well, Fleming and I have been talking about, if you followed me for a while, you know we did a series. It originally was called The Shady Show, and that was there on Fleming's YouTube. I've got a little wind coming down at me here. A little southerly wind, easterly wind, I guess. Nice little breeze. I had a jacket on earlier. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh, we did a show. It was originally called The Fleming Show, or The Shady Show. Ah, damn it. And then we renamed it to The Podunks, or I guess we could say we. And it was kind of a series that we were doing around town. If you haven't checked it out, you can go to Fleming's page, you can go to my page and see some of my interspersed short videos that I did to kind of play along with that series. Mine were called the Zen Garden Tales. So we had the Shady Show, we had the Zen Garden Tales, and then we had the Podunks. So those all three kind of play in to each other. They're the same parts of a big series, or not a big series, a mini series that we did for YouTube. We're getting ready to revamp that. We've been putting out little snippets of those videos on my Facebook, on my Instagram. You may have seen them if you follow along. We're getting ready to redo that thing. You know, Fleming, like I said, he's been doing a lot of acting. He actually got me into an acting gig. I'm doing a part for a movie mockumentary that's going to be called Steinberg Ends the War. I can't give you any date on when that might come out, but Fleming and I have already filmed a few scenes for that. We are both United States senators. He is Senator Klein. I am Senator Banks. And actually this Monday, we're going to be shooting another scene for that movie. I'm not quite sure what we're doing yet. The director, the writer, has given us carte blanche on this. Is that how you say it? Carte blanche. Carte blanche. On this next scene that we're going to do. So he didn't actually realize that we were in the same city together until he started watching some of the Podunks. So he sent us scenes separately and we recorded them separately. And now that he realizes that we are in the same city, in the same proximity of each other, he's like, shit, y'all need to do some scenes together. So we're going to sit down and come up with something on Monday. Well, actually, we're both working on it, you know, ideas in our head over the weekend here. But Monday we're going to get together and shoot a little something for that. So that's exciting. I'm trying to get into some auditions and some different things and see if I can get my acting chops going, you know. Something I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to model. I've always wanted to be an actor. Who doesn't, right? You'll get a lot of people out there that are going to yell and scream and say, not me. The Hollywood elites, fuck those guys, all this stuff, you know, especially with the Will Smith, Chris Rock thing going on. A lot of people are kind of jaded. Well, no, I don't say a lot of people. I'd say a lot of people on the right, maybe. There's probably definitely people on the left, but, you know, they're just people just like we are. Give them a break. Now, do I give Will Smith a break? Not really. Do I understand? Yes, I do understand. You know, I think Chris Rock even had a bit about it in one of his stand-ups, right? You know, about shaking a bitch or something. He said, you know, it ain't right, but I understand, or something like that. So he gets it. But still, you know, we're grown adults at this point. I'm not sure how old. I want to say they're both in their 50s. I mean, I'm almost 50, so I think they're at least as old as me, probably a couple of years older. But they're grown adults, man. Number one, it's just fucking jokes. So when you go to the Oscars, you're there to be roasted, especially if you're up for nominations. How many Oscars have there been? 90-something fucking Oscars? How many times have you seen the people that are up for the nominations get roasted on that show, right? So if you show up, even if you show up with your loved ones and your family, everybody's fair game. I think you probably sign a waiver to that fact, as a matter of fact, probably. At least it's understood. I mean, at least if you were in a court of law, you can't say, I didn't know this was going to happen. Yeah. Have you been alive your whole life? I mean, you've watched the Oscars, you've probably seen the snippets, you've seen the news, the sound bites, you've seen the YouTube videos. You know what happens. So just sit in your chair, take it. Maybe you address it at the end of the show, but you don't walk up and slap somebody in the face. I don't care what they've done, really. Violence is never the answer, right? I always grew up, it takes a bigger man to walk away. So Will Smith should have just walked away. Anyway, I don't even know why I'm getting all into this thing, but how did that even get started? I was just talking about acting and stuff, I guess. So, yeah, but I'm thinking about, I've been taking a little break from this podcast. Kind of got a little burnt out on it. Last one I did was with Jordan Miller. I got pissed off because I had some technical issues during that show, and that always bums me out. I get to a point where I'm like, man, I've really got this shit dialed in. I've got the sound dialed in. I've got the lighting. I've got the scene set, all that kind of stuff. I spoke great. Didn't stutter, didn't stumble all over my words like I do this morning. So I got a little pissed off after that episode because I really, especially when I have a guest on, it seems to be that's when shit goes fucked up. I'll have a great show, a solo show, and then I'll sit down and do a guest show, and next thing you know, everything's fucked up. The audio, I got echo, I got the audio sucks. If I'm doing a musician, the sound on the guitar is way overshadowing versus the fucking dialogue, So it's always fucking something. And there's been plenty of times I've said, fuck this podcast, I'm done with it, that's it. I can't take it anymore. It really irritates the hell out of me because of this, that, and the other. But you just got to roll with the punches. I mean, how many times have you had a gaffe or something messed up on these damn billion-dollar news stations, or even a TV show, or a live recording, of course, of a TV show for sure? People make mistakes, man. Oh, look at that owl. Oh my goodness, I gotta get him. Hey buddy, hold on. Oh, don't go away. Oh my gosh, where is he? Can you see him? He's right up there in the tree. Man, he flew right in front of me, and I missed him. Jeez Louise. Oh, I'm getting ready to hit the bank, the shore. Oh, just ran aground. A beautiful owl. See if I can get turned around here. I doubt you guys were able to see him. Where'd you go, buddy? I know, that's not how you call an owl. I bet you he's still right there. He's not going to go far. He flew right up in that tree over there. Here, owl, 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 owl. Anyway. Oh man, that was fantastic. What was I saying? Everybody makes mistakes. Get over it. Relax. And Will Smith made a mistake, and everybody's going to get over it, and everybody's going to relax. And I think he's realized what an ass he was that night, and he's doing a lot of damage control now. He'll be fine. I mean, look at Mel Gibson. Look at Jean-Claude Van Damme. Look at, I don't know, name your fucking actor. Everybody's had their problems and their issues, and they've bounced back, and people forget. People forget. I'll let you hear just a little bit of the serenity for a second of the paddle. Oh yeah. It's so glorious. Fantastic day out here. So, what was I going to say? Oh, what did I say? I was saying, talking about acting. So we're going to reboot the Podunks. We're going to do some short mini-series type stuff here. We're doing the movie. or will we both play senators? And I keep saying we because it's kind of me and, or Fleming and I, that are doing some stuff together right now. And it's exciting. I'm excited. Like I said, I've always wanted to act, and this is something that's really got me jazzed up right now. All right, we're gonna have to make a call here. We might have to either get out and walk across this tree, or we're gonna have to find a way underneath it. There might be a way around it on the far end over there. Yeah, I think there is a way around. All right, well, I'm not gonna stay out here on this thing. I'm out here trying to enjoy nature, so just want to give you guys an update, get you guys on the river with me, and let you see some of this beauty out here on the Ashley River here in South Carolina. And, ooh, yeah, a little tight spot right here. Reminds me of the upper Mississippi in some of the places. All right, I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna get out of here and go enjoy this nice leisurely paddle in solitude. And we'll talk to you guys soon. Some exciting stuff coming up. I'll keep you abreast. And hopefully we'll have some guests here shortly as well. Love you guys. Talk to you soon.